Walker Kessler will jump against Naz Reid in his 5th year from LSU. The jump's up, the Jazz win it, and here we go. Back-to-back. Last night Atlanta, tonight Minnesota. Edwards, probably as you mentioned, over 26 points a game, 5+ rebounds, 5 assists.
This game has got to be Walker Kessler. It has to be. And I look at his history. He's not had since the ball doesn't have a nice fadeaway floater right there. But Walker.
So the Jazz start 0 for 5, and the same for Minnesota from downtown. Chris Dunn pedals back after that soft rebounds and clears.
Utah has a size advantage at center right now with Walker. Naz Reid's a little undersized.
I mean, you talk about running through.
For 5 for the Timberwolves.
Jazz by 2. Chris Dunn gives chase. Walker Kessler tries to hustle back a little late on the coverage. Dropped 25 on the Hawks last night. Walker, both hands straight up still. The bucket down low, scored. So he's had a minute or two to survey the floor, get a feel. Naz Reid, 3, drops it.
For Walker Kessler, but missed that window and then missed that mid-range shot.
Edwards for 3.
Look at Walker. Walker has a space up in the air all by himself. All you have to do is put it up there and tell him to go get it.
Back inside on the runner to the rim. And Hendricks scores his first 2. He only hit 1 of 7 shots last night. And you can see Minnesota likes the up-tempo pace. Now Sexton tries to pick up the tempo, slows it down. There's that screen by Yurtseven. Conley in the paint, stops, goes and hits.
He wants to be a perfectionist. He does a great job.
Jason Preston on the floor. Juzang, deep, got it. Well, Johnny's picking up where he left off last night.
I'd love to see them start reversing the ball, getting that defense moving a little more.
Naz Reid throws it out. There's that 3 off the wing. 2 swats here off the bench. Preston goes to work. Juzang deep. Bang.
I hear you, Johnny. Johnny on the spot.
Remarkable thing.
Sexton inside, beautiful pass on there. Misses that little baby layup. He's back inside, hooks it home. I tell you, I think it's the most frustrating call for any head coach as well.
I agree.
Conley deep, the lefty, got it. 6-point half for Conley.
Here because he hasn't had the best setup person yet.
Yeah, and that's the power of a great point guard.
That is.
And be tireless.
Naz Reid out behind the 3-point line, slips a pass down low.
That's just miscommunication. You've got to talk.
Reid wants that ball. He's got a little mismatch there with Dunn. Rides his belt buckle, puts his shoulder down with 4 to shoot. Off the glass and score it. Naz Reid now with 11. And the rebound quickly. Transition to Anderson. Cutter inside, count it, Jalen McDaniels.
Work harder if you throw him a bone every now and then. Meaning, throw the man a lob, get him going, and he's going to work harder for you on the other end.
McLaughlin slides by for a screen. Edwards keeps the dribble, knocked down by Walker, picked up. McLaughlin, 3-ball good. Of this second quarter, sends the ball back in front, drops it over the top. Dunn, quick touch pass. Hendricks got it. They knocked down 14 of 36 in the win against Atlanta last night. Keontae on a runner. Count it. Nope. Take it away. And the Jazz finding the rhythm once again, tied up at 43.
Really good timing to find that rhythm, too, with a little over a minute left in the half.
Keontae goes now double figures.
It is. And I wouldn't be surprised in the next year or two if his name isn't really in the conversation for potential most valuable player.
Dunn the steal and runs it home. Ball comes loose again. Jazz have a 3-on-1. Dunn gives it back. Sexton, left hand, and drops it home.
Hand in the air when you know you're open, so it goes both ways.
Mike Conley, first possessions help. Walker. Right back, screens, rises up. The shot looks good. It is. Flips a pass baseline. Chris Dunn got caught. Took the bait.
That time, Keontae with that slow Euro step.
Conley again, same spot, same result. 20 spot for Mike. Reed, shovel pass, Conley, Anderson, Edwards. Look at the passing, Alexander Walker.
Edwards, that's been a good matchup for Walker.
Jazz dry spell, nearly 5 minutes. They've missed their last 8 shots. Collins just waved at us. Shot clock at 6. Collins in trouble, double teamed in the paint. Step back shot. Oh my!
Well, Taylor Hendricks came over to help Walker after he got beat that time by Naz Reid and just couldn't recover back to his guy.
How about Sexton right back to the big man? 31-13 advantage Utah. Points off the bench. Omer inside. Garza can't stop him. And Yurt subbing. Edwards rebounds, head of steam, fires up a 3, down the barrel. Highly touted, #1 pick out of Georgia in 2020. He'll drive paint, splits a double team, shot is up. My goodness, and 1. Euro step inside at the horn, counted. The keel, Alexander Walker. That's a play Will Hardy for the Utah Jazz. And Minnesota, however, outscored Utah 10-2 in the final 2 minutes.
Beautiful pass.
Anderson. 3 ball deep. Garza. Naz Reid, a Sexton went strong. Anderson comes out of the pack again. Fires at Conley. Got it.
It's a new season high.
He's wide open on that crossover. Misses the 3.
That would have been too good if he hit that.
Sexton and 1. So the Jazz still fighting with 19.
And I love watching him adapt and learn in real speed.
Well, part of it is knowing when to rest as well.
Right.
Because there are times on the floor where you can conserve energy.
Top 3 picks in the NBA. Keontae was the number 16 pick. That is really execution by the Jazz front office. He's looked good. His mobility has looked very good, I think, guys.
Straight away in the back pedal after the bucket by Edwards. Too strong. Chase down. Hendricks. He hits 10 rebounds in this game. Sends a ball cross court. Hendricks 3. Got it. 9 points for Taylor and his second triple. A pure 3-pointer. Jazz needed that shot. Naz Reid wide open.
That's what they need stops too. To get some extra possessions.
Chris Dunn walks to the scorer's table. Anthony Edwards, so quick, inside, drives around 3 white jerseys.
It's a must right now, and this doesn't help your case any.
Turned it over. Anderson gives a shot away. Edwards for the triple. And those are really the Achilles heel, right? The giveaway.
Yeah, and it just feels like a dagger.
And a wheel falls off, and then another. Inside, Walker, patient, gets the shot.
Curve was tonight for Keontae George. What will he take from this game and put into practice on Monday?
Well, one thing, they're going to look at film and say, how do you stop Naz Reid? Or language that really maybe not quite still understood.
Yeah.
Hard to believe, I know, at this point in the season when you're at game 67.
Yeah. And listen, there are a lot of things that come with youth.
And the Jazz will go to 29-38 while Minnesota stays in that hunt for the top.